Hi, this is Carolyn Service with odbstamping.com. Still being in the Christmas mood, I thought I would show you how to make a cute little candle wrap for a votive candle. And what I did was used some of the designer series fancy foil paper, and I used the Christmas Bliss stamp set to make the little greeting, some little gold brads to attach the vellum paper and the tag to the candle. And I actually highly recommend taking that off before you would actually burn the candle, but this is just sort of to make it look cute in the presentation, so I don't recommend burning it with that paper around it. And let me just show you how I made this. So I started with a candle and some of the fancy foil designer series paper in gold and a template. And the template, all I did to make the template was just to take some regular paper, like copy paper, and wrapped it around the candle. And that's how I ended up being able to make the template. Then I took the template and I traced it on the back side of the fancy foil designer paper, and it looks like so. And then I'm just going to cut this out. I always want to mark your pencil marks on the back side of your designer paper, and that way if you don't cut right on the line, you won't be able to see it from the front. Okay, now I'm going to need two small of the gold brads. There we go. And I'm simply going to take the top curved edge here. I'm going to put it on my candle, and then I'm just going to simply wrap it around. And I am going to push the brads right down into the wax. And if that's hard for you to do, you can always get a little tiny hammer. Oh, I just dropped a brad. 1 minute. Okay, I found it. I'm back. And then, actually, let me zoom in a little bit closer so you can see this a little bit better. And then, again, I'm just going to poke that, try to line it up with my top one, and just poke it right, oops, right down into the wax. You can also, if that's hard for you to do, you could use a bone folder if that's hard on your fingers, to press it down in there. There we go. Okay, then actually that's pretty cute just like that, I think, but I thought I'd still like to decorate it a little bit more. So what I did next was I took a small scrap piece of real red or cherry cobbler, whichever one you want, or green if you wanted to, you know, match the candle. And then I took my tag topper punch, and I think my paper is like 3 inches by 3/4 inches. Open this up, and then I turned my punch upside down so I could see what I was doing, lined that up right in the center, held onto it, and punched it. Okay, to end up with that. Okay, and then I took a small piece of scrap paper and used the Christmas Bliss stamp set. There's one of the little sentiments, says have yourself a merry little Christmas. I think it's this one. Okay. And so what I wanted to do was just stamp, or actually cut out, the part that says Merry Little Christmas. Okay, so I took the real red ink pad and ink that up. Stamped it on my scrap paper. And actually, you can also curve that a little if you wanted to. I'm noticing mine naturally has a little bit of a curve to it, which I didn't really mean to do, but kind of looks cool, I think. Oh, let's zoom out just a little bit more. Okay. Then I'm just going to take my paper snips. Actually, and it might, I think it'll be fine. I'm just thinking that curve might be a little hard for me to actually cut it out right, but I think it'll be alright. So, who knows, it might even add a little something to it. We'll try it anyway. And just cut those 3 words out separately. And then you're going to put them on your tag. And you can see by looking at this how important it is to get your tag right in the middle, because it's quite thin, skinny. And then I'm just going to actually use my Tombow adhesive for this project. Can't even pick them up. Put a little bit on the back. Glue that down. I'm going to do it at a slant just to give it a little personality. You can do it however you want. I should point out that you want to put it up at the top because you are going to be cutting off some of this here at the bottom. So Merry Little and Christmas. Now Christmas is probably going to hang off the sides, but that's okay because it just adds a little bit of personality to it. But just keep in mind that you don't need glue all the way at the end because you just need it in the center. Okay, and then you're going to take your tag and you're going to slide it over the brad. And again, press down on that real hard. It's not really designed to hold the tag in place, but it might help it. So I am actually going to put some, I'm going to put some glue dots on the back of the tag. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to cut the tag. So you can see you've got a lot of leftover at the bottom. So we're just going to cut that off. We're also going to just cut a little bit of a little tiny bit more of that off. I'm going to cut a little V-cut in it. As you guys can tell, I like V-cuts. I think I do them all the time anymore. Okay, now I'm going to put a couple of glue dots on the back. Alright, so there you have it. I thought it would be pretty kind of neat to even attach a little piece of the gold and white baker's twine on here, but for whatever reason I couldn't find mine tonight, so I thought, well, just let it go with it. But that's just a cute little quick idea that you can maybe do with your kids or your grandchildren. Very, very simple. So I hope you enjoyed that project. I hope you have a merry little Christmas. Again, my name is Carolyn Service with odbstamping.com, and I am at your service. So if you have any questions, feel free to contact me. Thank you. Have a great night.